Finally, I've reached the famous diamond rank. Now I'm gonna get all the e-girls and they'll have sex with me. So you want to reach your goal of getting diamond. Well, I'm gonna show you how to get there using Riven. Whether you're a Riven main already, or you're looking to become a Riven enjoyer. You want to climb your rank? Then this is the video for you. The first step from going from a mediocre Riven to a god Riven is learning how to build situationally. What a lot of players tend to do is focus on following their Mobifier guide without even understanding why. They just build those items because that's what they were told to do. Having a good understanding of what actually goes into these builds will help you improve as a player. This includes your runes, your starting items, your summoner spells, and your overall build path. Just because one of the best Riven players right now built EU West, went Prowler's Claw and got 19 kills, doesn't mean it'll work for you every game. There's a reason why built Prowler's Claw in that specific game, and just because you built what he built doesn't mean you'll get 19 kills. Some players have 9 different rune pages, one for each champion they like to play, but I suggest you only use one rune page that you change up every champ select and truly understand what each rune does. You should try to figure out what your goal is for the game and try to build towards that. For example, do you want to kill your lane opponent early in the game? Do you want to scale for the late game? These things are what give you an edge over players who follow the same runes and builds every single game. So now we get to the second point, and that is macro. Macro is the basic plan for winning each game. I know that Riven is a high mechanical champ, but no matter how good your mechanics are, if you don't know what the heck you're doing, you're gonna stay hard stuck. Understand the fundamentals of the game, as this matters so much more than how good you play the champion. LeBron James once said, he may be good at playing his champion, but he's not good at playing the game. I mean, I don't have the best mechanics myself. I suck at hitting my wind slashes, the skill shot that's a giant cone, but I'm still able to win my games because I have better fundamentals than my lane opponent. You're probably wondering, what the heck are the fundamentals? Well, the fundamentals are wave management. This leads to higher CS numbers and makes you less likely to get ganked. How do you do this? You slow push the waves by last hitting minions only. Don't hit the minions randomly. Freeze under your tower when your opponent lets you. You do this by letting the minions kill your wave and hold the wave outside of tower range. Play with reason. Trade only when you find a window. Don't trade for no reason. The proest of pro players make sure every click matters, whether it's to bait out an ability or to stay out of their attack range. If you don't know why you're doing a specific trade, rethink why you're doing it. For example, if Garen uses his E-spin to kill minions for no reason, you know damn well I'm abusing him for wasting his cooldowns. Have good recalls. Realize when you have roam timers or recall timers, this happens when you crush a big wave under tower, so that way the wave comes back to you and you don't lose a lot of XP and gold before you come back. Spread your lead and have an impact on the game. Don't throw your lead by going for unnecessary plays. If you play for objectives and not for kills, then you're gonna decrease the amount of times you die for no reason. Time your wave pushes and time your recalls with your team, and get on the map at the same time with your team so you move together. Xpetu is a challenger Shen main who made a video where he learned Riven in a week. During his process, he goes over how mechanical champions take a lot of your focus, to the point where you're not even focusing on winning the game, but on how to do certain things with the champion. To solve this problem, you have to turn your Riven gameplay into muscle memory. You have to play Riven a lot until you can do certain things without even thinking about it. The less you think about how to do certain combos on Riven, the more you can focus on the actual game. But mechanics aren't something you learn by me teaching you in a video. You get that by playing a lot and just learning how to feel it in your fingers. But I can show you how to practice your mechanics. You don't need to learn the crazy mechanics and super fancy full burst combos. You just need to learn the basics. So here is my ultimate Riven practice routine. 100 fast combos, 100 double casts, 100 wall hops, and 10 laps around Summoner's Rift every single day. Okay, but seriously, all you need to learn is the fast Q, double casts, ER cancels, and Q extension. Again, you don't need to learn fancy burst combos. You don't need to do the fancy reverse wind slash flash wall hop. Spend time to master the basic mechanics so you could play the game and try to win. People think it'll take them months to get used to playing Riven, but I say you can get it down in 1 to 2 weeks. Soon you'll be able to look at a champion and be like, I can kill him. I have a pickaxe and this guy didn't even build armor. But this thing, it scares me. You already know how frustrating League can be. People turn into animals when playing this game. So this one is about dealing with the animals on your team and managing your mental. We won't be talking about the actual game here, but instead the climb itself. And I think this is a topic that's worth going over. So when it comes to League of Legends or any game that is competitive, there's always room to improve. No player is perfect and will always make mistakes. Go over your own mistakes and take note of it so you can reduce the likelihood of it happening. You will always be better than most players who don't even know they're making mistakes. Mute all. I know people will say, oh, what about communication? You know for a fact that no one ever says anything productive in game chat. Mute all and save yourself the brain energy. Always expect to 1v9. That way every game, you focus more on what you can do to carry. And this way you won't be disappointed at your team because you were already expecting to be disappointed, you know what I mean? I'm not saying you can carry every game. You can't carry every game. I know I just said you want to 1v9 every game, but realistically you can't do that. When you do end up on the losing side, then learn how to lose gracefully. Just because you lose your lane doesn't mean you lose the game. Play towards your win conditions, whether it be you or your fed AD carry. Review every death. Look at everything that led up to you dying and try to fix those things. Did you get ganked by the jungler? Maybe you warded in a bad spot. Did you get soloed for trying to contest a minion? Try to be more careful in your decision making. Try your best not to tilt. Stop caring about your teammates. If your bot lane dies 22 times in the first 5 minutes, then who cares? There's nothing you can do about it. The only thing you can do is focus on your own game. Yeah, you're gonna lose the game no matter what, but what are you gonna do? You can't control your feeding teammates, so don't waste time typing in chat. It's pointless. But I know that tilt is inevitable. If you do tilt, take breaks. You have to be in tip-top mental shape if you want to play your very best. Don't waste LP by playing games where you're tilted. If you get tilted, go eat some food, drink some Gatorade, spank your monkey, play some other game. As you can see, I'm playing Fall Guys right now. It's the latest craze. I just gotta get through this log. Oof, oof. Okay. Now we just gotta get on this pinball paddle and launch my... You piece of shit. Another thing that you need to remember is it takes time. You won't rank up suddenly overnight. It takes time of you slowly learning and slowly improving, whether it be learning one thing at a time. One day you could improve your CS, the next day you could be improving your warding. I didn't get to Diamond in just one season. When I started playing, I used to be Bronze. I only got Diamond for the first time after 5 seasons of playing League. But just because I played for 10 years and I'm still hard stuck, doesn't mean you have to be. It's not about how long you played the game, it's about how fast you learn. Boxbox, when he was the best Riven back in the day, he didn't have all the guides that you see everywhere now, with pro guides, skill capped, game leap. He had to figure it out all by himself. Now in season 12, the knowledge is very, very easily accessible. All you have to do is look for that knowledge and be open to learn. So guys, get out there and wreck it on the Rift. When you get on the main stage one day, don't forget about me. Tell Freak that you watch Retread on YouTube.
Right here.
They don't know.
Oh! Shit!